I'm Georgia.
Hi, I'm Ellie.
Hi, I'm Chris.
During my year here at Fathom, I've had to do many tasks. My main role, though, has been helping the economists in whatever they need helping with. This could be updating charts, finding data for them, doing general research, keeping on top of key events and data releases that have come out recently.
My role is as a junior economist, and what that entails is helping out all the economists from all the different country areas in all their daily tasks.
Throughout my year, I've been involved in both the China research and China projects.
What I've most enjoyed here at Fathom is you don't feel like you're a placement student, you literally do feel like you're part of the team.
And all three of us have had the opportunity to see projects from start to finish, which is a lot more varied than I would have expected.
I think my biggest surprise is how much my role has changed since the start.
Okay.
So at the start, I was heavily involved in the China research side, so looking into a current news event and seeing the causes and effects of that event. But now it's a lot more to do with the projects that we get given from clients and answering their question, creating models around them. I didn't realise how much my role was going to depend on data. But yeah, I enjoy it and it's really satisfying.
I've realised whilst working here that I more enjoy the data side of things than the long written pieces, which you think data is pretty boring, but I actually really enjoy it. When you get a good formula, there's nothing better than that.
Satisfying.
I think we've all been there. When we was in our lectures, we were learning all these economic concepts and theories, and a lot of the time we were questioning, well, this seems quite abstract, how is this ever going to be applied in theory? Because it's very theoretical based, like pages and pages of formulas, but then you get to Fathom, and it actually surprised me about how much of the stuff we are learning, we do use, and how just little tweaks can then be applied in modern day economics and in practice.
Well, I think my biggest challenge was when we first started working here, our first forecast round. The placement students are in charge of putting together the presentation and making sure all the changes are made. It's like a 60-slide long presentation, so there's lots to do. And one placement student conveniently booked holiday. So
Very guilty of that.
Yeah, so me and Chris we were left, weren't we, to do all the changes in the presentation. And there were so many to do, and it was quite stressful, but once you got on top of all of them, I felt like we did it well, and you learn from it, but that was quite a big challenge.
Yeah, I agree. That was a challenge. I'd also say the biggest challenge for me about working on placement is the commute. So I have an hour in and an hour back, but yeah, it's nothing to do with Fathom, I guess. It's where you choose to live.
I think probably the biggest challenge I faced was I put myself forward to try and write a note with the help of the economists, and they were very encouraging and supportive of me trying this. And for me, it was, I tried to write the note to see if it's something I'd like to do when I graduate. But what I thought was the most challenging thing about that note was obviously the economic theory had to be quite a high level. Main thing for me was the difference in the writing style from exams and actually professional writing. You guys know in exams it's get as much wrote on the page as possible, and every single thing you know in your brain put down on paper so the examiner can see. Whereas in a professional environment, people don't have the time to know everything about the topic. They want you to get straight to the point, as in few words as possible. So I think that was a big learning curve.
Yeah, I think the way my role's changed into and dealing with a lot of data, I think I've had to learn Excel inside out. So formulas, and I came into Fathom thinking I was fairly decent at Excel, but you look back now and think I knew so little compared to what I do now.
Yeah, the same with me. Excel skills, Microsoft Office skills, a lot of Word skills as well. I thought I knew Microsoft Word inside out, but I definitely didn't.
We've all been involved in projects where we've got thousands and thousands of data pieces, and if we needed to sort these properly, if we did it manually, then it would take days, weeks, months. So this has kind of forced us, I feel, to create these formulas and pushed us to expand our Excel knowledge, otherwise just to get the job done in an efficient way. So I think, like you guys, the biggest skill has to be on Excel.
I think as well, it's quite indirectly, it helps our sort of problem-solving skills as well, in that we have to find a function that works for this data and does this job, and we kind of have to go through it logically and what sort of steps do we need. I think that's a good skill to take back to uni and throughout our lives, I guess.
I think my best memories have been when we all go out for a meal as a team, like team bonding things. We all went to Porto for our away day, which was so much fun. It's just really nice to all bond as a team outside of the office, so it shows that we get on inside and outside of the office. So.
The away day, that was a really nice trip, and just having everyone around the table discussing all the ideas for the company, that was really nice, but then also being able to go out with everyone afterwards and kind of chat informally and kind of dance and stuff, that was really nice.
Yeah, I would say about the away day as well, like it's unusual to be a placement student and be involved in these big business meetings,
Exactly.
but because it's such a small company, we
Yeah,
had
definitely.
the option to be involved and give our ideas. And I know one of my ideas was I felt like we needed a Fathom app. That's what I did, and I sent a proposal and it got accepted. So that was really nice as a placement student to be able to have such a lasting impact.
I think the biggest thing I've changed, I guess, since coming to Fathom is that I'm a lot more incentivized to write a dissertation.
Okay.
So before I was thinking it's just a lot of effort for this big, I don't know, essay that I'm going to write, and I don't really find it interesting, but working here, knowing that digging into data and finding an end solution to your question is actually really satisfying, and the actual digging into it is fun as well. So I think I'm definitely going to do a dissertation next year, and I wouldn't have done that if I hadn't come to Fathom.
Yeah, I have to completely agree with that. Gone down the same route. I've also picked the dissertation module, and that was mainly from being put on a project when I first started here, which lasted 9 months, and it went through on a far larger scale all the steps that I would do in a dissertation. For example, the literature review, and then collecting a data set and building a model, and then reporting results and creating a presentation around that.
My plans for the future, after I graduate, I'm going to come back here and work at Fathom, more on the data side, so as like a data analyst. So I'm really looking forward to that. What about you guys?
Yeah, I'm the same. So I'm going to finish my year at uni first, and then I've asked to have a few months travelling and then come back to Fathom. I like that they were quite flexible with that, and I've got a job lined up for when I come back, so I can't wait to come back.
It's really good.
What about you, Ellie?
Well, I've also been offered a job at Fathom, which was great because I can come back with you two. I'm a little different, so I've asked whether I can do a master's first, where I can really expand my economics knowledge. So I'm going to go away and do that full time, do a master's, and then come back and join Fathom after that.
Thanks for a great year, Fathom.